Just a little bit. Just a little.
Yeah, I hear you fine.
Manley, you're looking mighty sharp today.
Well, you know how it is. You have to look, you have to try it at my age. Put a little effort into
Right.
it.
Right.
You're looking good, Tom. How you feeling?
Hey, you know what? I just walked out the door with my heart doctor, and got on Zoom, and I'm doing real good, and I got a real good report.
Well, that's great.
Yeah. Have you got? Are you at home or at the Capitol?
I'm in my office at the Capitol.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
A little bit.
Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah, can we get a thumbs up?
You got it coming in loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, we're getting ready to start the Public Property Committee meeting. Would you mute yourself, please? Would everyone mute yourself? Okay, we're going to start this section of the Public Property Committee meeting. First, we'd ask that everyone is muted. Okay, we have several bills here today to consider. We're going to start the meeting with the first item on the agenda would be House Bill number 8. And we're going to ask, I'm going to yield to the gentleman from Hines to explain the bill.
All right, thank you, Mr. Chairman. Can everybody hear me? Okay, I'm taking House Bill 8. House Bill 8 simply tries to clarify the usage of the space of the Le Meridian property adjacent to UMC on Lakeland Drive. This bill was actually passed in 2014, and at that time of requirement, it was required to be of mixed-use development with residential and commercial space, with commercial space going on the bottom floor. They've had a really hard time finding folks to, get this commercial space. At this current moment, they only have the property management agencies that's leasing that bottom space. And so they needed us to, needed a bill to be able to change this language that amends the requirement of moving this. So the three things: the stipulation that the property consists of mixed-use development, it would change. The requirements that consist of 10,000 square feet on the lower level, those can be actually renovated to apartments now. And then the approximate number of residential units. And so this is a brief explanation of the bill. Are there any questions around it?
Okay, if there be no questions, what is your motion, gentlemen?
Title sufficient, do pass.
Okay, we've all heard the motion, title sufficient, do pass. All in favor say aye. Opposed, nay. All in favor of the motion to reconsider? Say yay.
Okay.
Right.
I'm gonna get you some more.
Motion to reconsider by the gentleman from Hines, motion to table by the gentleman from Rankin.
Yeah,
Right. Glad to see you, Mr. Chairman.
yeah.
The next bill is House Bill 9. This is the Speaker's bill. It's a reintroduction from last year that we renamed the firing range at the Mississippi Law Enforcement Officer Training Academy in Pearl as the Lieutenant Colonel Pat Crowan Firing Range in honor of the retired Lieutenant Colonel and the Mississippi Law Enforcement Officer Training Academy Director, who retired after more than 30 plus years as a patrolman and an instructor at the academy. He became instructor in 1985, and since 1985, he's trained approximately over 3,000 law enforcement officers annually up until May of 2017. He excelled and advanced in rank from Master Sergeant, Lieutenant, Pistol Range Officer, and Captain. Named Director and promoted to the rank of Lieutenant Colonel in 2006, retired from the patrol in 2007 while maintaining the leadership role as the director of the academy. He is the National Rifle Association competition winner, 11 national and 13 world titles in competitive shooting. That's an explanation of the bill. If there be no questions, the motion will be title sufficient, do pass.
Second.
Let me just say, I did see one correction, and it was on page 26, on line 26, where they had shall erect or cause to be erected proper lettering or signage on the outdoor facade of it had Craft Center. I think there was just a mistake, printing mistake, drafting mistake, and it should say firing range instead of Craft Center.
Second on your motion.
So I'll entertain a motion to amend it to correct that language.
So moved.
Thank you. Yes, firing range. All right, you've heard the motion. Is title sufficient, do pass as amended. All in favor say yay, opposed say nay. Motion to reconsider by the gentleman from Hines. Motion to table the motion to reconsider by the gentleman from Rankin. Our next item is House Bill 213. House Bill 213, and this is a bill authored by the chairman of the committee, Chairman Weathersby. House Bill 213. This bill contains minor technical revisions requested by the Federal General Services Administration during the review of our state plan of operation. They are involved due to our participation in the federal donation program. This program allows DFA to access to federal surplus items that can in turn be provided to agencies, counties, and municipalities. The need for this clarification was brought out of DFA's attention during the routine review of the Office of Surplus Properties State Plan of Operations by the General Services Administration of the federal government. The federal government indicated that the Mississippi Code section dealing with our revolving fund required modification for continued participation in the federal donation program. The amendment specifies that the Office of Surplus Property, as the administrator of the federal donation program, and the changes changes the federal regulatory agencies from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services to GSA, the General Service Administration. This is basically just clean up language in order for us to continue to participate in the program. If there be any questions at this time? If no questions, the motion is time sufficient to pass. All in favor say yay.
Hey,
Opposed, no. Motion to reconsider by the gentleman from Jackson. The motion to table the motion to reconsider for the gentleman from Marion. All right. See, we have one other bill we'll be looking at, and it'll be House Bill 1167. House Bill 1167. This bill says all official state flags that are displayed on the grounds of the state capitol should be displayed and certified as such by the Secretary of State. The Secretary of State shall annually procure a sufficient number of official state flags for the display on the grounds of the state capitol, which after being displayed shall be made available to each member of the House of Representatives and the Senate for distribution to the public. The Secretary of State shall adopt rules providing for the distribution of official state flags that are displayed on the grounds of the state capitol. That is an explanation of the bill. If you have any questions at this time, if not, all in favor say yay, opposed
Yay.
nay. Motion to reconsider by the gentleman from DeSoto. Motion to table the motion to reconsider by the gentleman from Montgomery. That'll be all the bills that we will cover today, Mr. Chairman and members. If there be no questions or comments, I'll entertain a motion to rise and report at this time.
Rise and report.
Thank you, gentlemen. Rise and report progress. Good day.